Ladies and gentlemen, whenever there's something going on, you can best believe the scammers are coming on the scene. A couple of days ago, True Royal had shared with me a story of these folks that are going door to door in hazmat suits. And they claim they are there to check you and take your temperature and all that. You know as well as I do, if something is wrong with you, you go to their facility, you go to the hospital, you go to your doctor's office. People don't show up at your house like that. That should be an automatic red flag. Number two, once they get inside of your house, their goal is to try to get in your house. Once they get inside of your house, they rob you. So we know nobody goes door to door in no hazmat suit. You should know that. That is not what is happening even during the time of this coronavirus outbreak. Nobody is going door to door in no hazmat suit. If you got an issue or you feel sick, you have to go to the medical facility. The medical facility don't come to you. So that's one scam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new scam that's going on. Fake cops are now on the rise. This story came out on USA Today, April 9th, 2020. So, fake cops are stopping drivers for violating coronavirus stay-at-home orders. So, this is a story that comes out of Colorado. Weld County Sheriff Stephen Reams shakes his head in confusion. Somewhere out in his county, a guy with flashlights on his Dodge Charger has been stopping drivers and warning them they're violating coronavirus related travel restrictions. Whoever is stopping the cars isn't one of Ream's deputies. Instead, the police impersonator is himself breaking the law and putting himself at extreme risk because traffic stops are among the most dangerous things most law enforcement officers do. And that's because y'all escalate the situation. I've seen how you handle people in our community. When you make those stops, you are looking to escalate the situation. That's why it's dangerous. You make it dangerous on yourself. The stop happened several times in March. For the life of me, I don't understand why someone would want to do this, Ream said. I don't think there's a law enforcement agency in the state that has time to do that kind of thing. Ream is not alone. Authorities have reported police impersonators making coronavirus related stops in Georgia and California, among others. While there are always some people, always men, who like to pretend they're cops, the coronavirus outbreak seems to have emboldened an unusual number of them, particularly in Colorado, North Colorado. That's something different. In the Weld County case, the suspect is subscribed as a heavy-set white man of medium height with a light hair color who has stopped multiple vehicles across rural areas of the county, which is physically twice as large as Delaware. And he isn't the only one. Apparently, a different group of impersonators conducted an even more elaborate checkpoint in Greeley, the capital city of Weld County, around the same time, funneling drivers into a corral where men with unmarked black uniforms and dash mount flashlights questioned them about violating travel restrictions, police said. So cops don't do this, okay? But you can best believe these dumb impersonators, I guess they just don't have enough to do and they're looking to get out their house. I get if this is the best thing you can come up with, stay home. This is really silly. It really truly is. This is silly. Okay. Like other states, Colorado stay at home order permits essential travel, including trips to work. So obviously, not only are these scammers, they are dumb scammers. There are certain reasons you can be out there. You can go out and do food shopping, you can do your banking, you can go to the pharmacy, you can go to work if you're an essential worker. So there are many reasons why people would still be out there. So for them to pull you over saying you're violating the stay at home is just dumb in itself. You can be out there for many reasons. If you have a doctor's appointment, you can be out there. So this whole thing is just silly. Dawson County Sheriff's Office said in California, authorities are investigating a man they said pretended to be a cop and falsely said on Facebook that officers from El Centro, a small city near the US Mexico border, were enforcing a quarantine against 3 families. That doesn't even make any sense. Why would a quarantine during the coronavirus outbreak be against just 3 families? I mean, if you just listen closely to the things they're saying, it wouldn't even make sense to you. In all cases of the fake traffic stops, the drivers were allowed to continue on their way after being questioned by the imposters, police said. Traffic stops are dangerous because they put officers at risk for being hit by a passing car and because officers don't know what to expect from the vehicle they're approaching. Yeah, and they're leaving out how they antagonize situations, and that's why it becomes dangerous too. All right, I'm throwing it in there. Ream's office says drivers who worry they're being targeted by an imposter should slow down and put on their hazard lights and then call 911 to confirm. Reams added that at least one reported police imposter was a lie by a driver late for work. Yeah, but you can't call 911 around a cop. If you even grab you y'all know what I'm talking about in the black community. If you grab your phone, they look at that as you got a gun. Everything we do, we got a gun. If you pull your ID out, you got a gun. If you hold your cell phone, that's a gun. Everything's a gun when it comes down to us. So I just don't know how you're going to call 911. You don't know whether this is a cop or not. I guess if you pull away from it, yes, you can then call the cops. But 2 other impersonators reports in Wisconsin were also made up, authorities said. Okay, so they're just saying they got a psychiatrist talking, and he said police impersonators hassling people about travel restrictions are similar to people who post social media shaming photos of strangers violating personal distance guidelines. I suppose there are some folks who are legitimately concerned about people breaking quarantine orders and they are trying to gain some control over the situation. No, you're trying to legitimize what they're doing, which is illegal. Impersonating a cop is illegal. And this psychiatrist is just trying to legitimize it. And I reject what they're saying. Let me get back to what the sheriff said. I'm skipping over the psychiatrist trying to legitimize impersonation. Ream said his experience with police impersonators is much the same. Men who, for some reason, want to exercise police powers without actually training to be a cop. They want to be in some position of power, he said. It just gives them an opportunity to go out and try to assert some authority or pretend to assert some authority. No good cop likes someone pretending to be a cop. So, ladies and gentlemen, be careful out there. You know, every time something goes down, you can best believe the nuts are coming out, the scammers are coming out. And I'm sure this is not just police. I'm sure they're doing a lot of scamming by phone. We already know they are doing a lot of scamming on social media, especially Craigslist. And you just got to be aware, there's always somebody out here that want to take advantage of the situation. These people are a nuisance. Obviously don't have enough to do in their life. Clean your house, clean your garage, clean your basement. There's many things you can do besides going out and impersonating a cop. So these are people, I'm sure they all got high IQs and think they know everything, but this is the type of thing they are doing. So be careful of who you stop for out here. And there's also many indicators on even an unmarked cop car. You can tell a legitimate unmarked cop car from one that's fake. You know where the lights are, you know what the mirrors look like on the car. There are just certain things on the car that you would know, okay, this is an unmarked cop car, you know but just looking at this SUV, I would never believe that is a legitimate cop car. Just looking at that. I mean, just having some flashing lights in the windshield. No, no. Usually, the ones they have here in New Jersey, they got them all around the car. You'll see them in the front. You'll see them in the rear. Like I said, you'll notice the mirror. There are just so many indications on the car that it's a legitimate unmarked cop car. This I would not believe. But y'all, please tell me what you think. And plus, I never seen even an unmarked cop car look like this particular SUV. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.